I myself P. Sirish Kumar, working as resource person in Narayana Educational Institutions. Today we are going to see a chapter called mensuration, which is used in which is very useful for 10th class board exams, both AP and Telangana. So the weightage of this chapter is around 7 to 8 marks. Now we have divided this chapter into 3 parts: regular, CSA, TSA, volume and diagonal of each solid shape, and the second one is combined solids, and the third one is conversion of solids. So you can expect 2 mark questions and 1 mark question from this topic, and from combination of solids and conversion of solids you can expect 4 mark questions. You can expect 4 marks. So keeping these things in mind, today we are going to do a session called mensuration. Let's see what is curved surface area, what is lateral surface area, what is TSA means total surface area, next volume of a solid, next diagonal of a solid. Before seeing this, what are solid shapes? So how many dimensions are there? There is a 0 dimension, 1 dimension, 2 dimension and 3 dimension. Especially in class 10, we have only 3-dimensional solid shapes. So what are the 3-dimensional solid shapes we have here? The 3-dimensional solid shapes we have here are, the first one is cube, and the second is cuboid, and the third is cylinder, and the fourth is cone, and then sphere, and then hemisphere, and then we have hollow cylinder. In this entire chapter, if it is cylinder means it is nothing but right circular cylinder. Right circular cylinder. If it is a cone, we have to assume that it is right circular cone. Now, keeping all these 7 in mind, let's see what is CSA by LSA, lateral surface area or curved surface area, next total surface area, next volume, and then diagonal of each solid we are going to find. So these 3 comes under prisms, and this is pyramid. So what is a prism and what is a pyramid? So prism is nothing but whose side faces are parallelograms and both base and top are same. It can be a circle, it can be a triangle, it can be any polygon. So what is a pyramid? So pyramid whose side faces are triangles and the base can be any figure. It can be a triangle, it can be rectangle, it can be square, it can be a circle. So let's see what is a cube here first. So cube is a prism in which all the surfaces are squares. All the surfaces are squares. So how many surfaces are there in a cube? So a cube contains 6 surfaces. Each surface is a square. Each surface is a square. So how many surfaces are there? How many faces are there? 6. So front, back, left, right, top, bottom. 6 surfaces are there. Surfaces are nothing but faces here. So how many vertices are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I name them as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So number of vertices 8. Number of edges. So what do you mean by edges? The line segment, the joining of 2 faces. The top face and the front face are joined like this. It forms a line segment. That is called as edge. So here are 12 edges. What are the edges? AB, BC, CD, DA, AF, BG, CH, DE, and the bottom are GF, GH, EH, EF. So in total edges are 12. As each face is a square, let the side be A. Let the edge be A. So in square all the sides are same. So in cube all the edges are same, because cube is formed by 6 squares. Cube is formed by 6 squares. So it has 3 dimensions: length, breadth, height. So length is A, breadth is A, and height is also A. So because we are going to talk about 3-dimensional solids in this chapter. So first, lateral surface area. Lateral surface area, it is in shortcut form we call it as LSA. So what is a lateral surface area? Surface area of this entire solid leaving the top and bottom area. Leaving the top and bottom area. Out of 6 faces, if I remove bottom face and the top surface, the remaining are 4 surfaces. So each surface or each face is a square. What is the area of this square? Side into side. So A square. Each surface is A square. So how many faces are there? 6 faces. Therefore lateral surface area of cube is 4A square. Coming to total surface area. Total surface area means as many surfaces are there, those many surfaces we need to add. So in this cube, how many faces are there? 6 faces are there. So total surface area TSA is equals to 6 into area of each face, because each face is same, all are squares. So area of one face is side into side, side square, which is A square. 6 into A square, 6A square. So volume. How to find the volume of cube? So if you see any bottle or anything, if you pour water into it, it will occupy the base area first. It will occupy the base area. You keep on pouring the water, it will occupy the base area, and then it's increasing its height. Therefore, volume of any solid is area of base into height. Area of base into height. So area of the base is, as it is square, A into A square, into its height is A. So A square into A cube, cubic units. Square, when it comes to single dimensions such as length, radius, breadth, perimeter, all these are single units. When it comes to areas, they are nothing but square units. When it comes to volume, they are nothing but cubic units. So the lateral surface area of cube is 4A square square units, where A is the edge. Total surface area of cube is 6A square, where A is the edge of the square cube. Volume of cube is area of the base into height, A square into A cube cubic units. So these are the lateral surface area, total surface area, and volume. Now we are going to see diagonal of a cube. So what is a diagonal of a cube? Fourth one is diagonal. So diagonal means line segment joining the one vertex to its opposite vertex. So from this to here, or from this point to from F to C, or from B to E, or from H to D. How to find this CF length? What I do is, I will find the FH length first. FH. We know that as every surface is a square, the angle between the angle in every angle at the every vertex is 90 degrees. As it is A and this is also A, using Pythagoras theorem, in triangle GFH, FH square is equals to GF square plus GH square. What is GF? A. What is GH? A square plus A square. Therefore, FH square is equals to 2A square. FH is equals to under root 2A square, which is root 2 into A. Therefore, I got the length of FH as root 2A. But we need to find CF. If you observe CHF, this HF line is on the surface EFGH. So on this book I have a chalk piece, and if I keep my hand here, whatever my hand makes angle with the book, the same angle will be made by the hand with the chalk piece as well, because it is on the same plane. Therefore here this makes 90 degrees with the height CH. Again triangle CFH forms a right angle triangle. In triangle CFH, according to Pythagoras theorem, CF square is equals to FH square plus CH square. So what is FH? Root 2 into A whole square. What is CH? This is also A square. Therefore 2A square plus A square, which is 3A square. If I transpose this square to other side, it will become root 3A. Therefore diagonal of a cube is root 3A. We have seen lateral surface area of a cube and total surface area of a cube and volume of a cube and diagonal of a cube. So next prism is cuboid. So cuboid is also a rectangle, right prism. Right prism means the vertical sides will make 90 degrees with the base. Therefore we call them as right prisms. So here how many surfaces are there? Like cube, here we have 6 surfaces. So number of surfaces are 6. Number of edges. How many edges are there? Like cube, we have 12 edges. Number of vertices here we have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here, like cube, we are going to find lateral surface area of cuboid. So before going to see, in cube all the surfaces are squares, but whereas in cuboid all the surfaces are rectangles. So there may be chance of 2 squares. So see here, the top is a rectangle, bottom is a rectangle. Both are same rectangles with the same dimensions. Front and back are same with the dimensions. Left hand side and right hand side are also same with the dimensions. Now 3 dimensions are there. This is length and this is breadth and this is height. First we are going to see the lateral surface area of the cuboid. So lateral surface area of the cuboid means area of the 4 sides, leaving the top and bottom. Here 6 surfaces are there, leaving the top surface area and bottom surface area. We are going to calculate all the other 4 surface areas. So what is the left hand side area? Length is B, breadth is H. So B into H, BH. If the left hand side area is BH, even the right hand side area is going to be BH. If the front area is L into H, LH, the back area is also going to be LH. Therefore, BH plus BH plus front area is L into H, LH, and the back area is also LH. We are not going to add top area as well as bottom area. So BH plus BH, 2BH plus LH plus LH, 2LH. So taking 2H common, 2H into L plus B square units. And the second is TSA of cuboid. TSA of cuboid. So total surface area means wherever surface is there, that should be added. Here how many surfaces are there? 6 surfaces are there. All the 6 surfaces should be added. So front and back area, which is LH plus 2LH, 2LH. Left area plus right area, BH plus BH, 2BH, plus bottom area L into B, LB, and top area L into B, LB. So 2LB. So taking 2 common, 2 of LB plus BH plus HL square units. Next, the third one is volume of cuboid. So what is volume of cuboid? Like we have discussed it, for any figure you take, volume means the capacity of the given figure, how much it can hold, how much it can be filled, how much it can weigh. All these comes into calculation when you calculate volume. So it occupies the base area first, and it will be keep on increasing its height while filling. So area of the base into height, area of the base into height. So what is the area of the base? L into B, LB, into height is H. Therefore LBH cubic units. Next comes diagonal. So what is diagonal of cuboid? BH is one of the diagonals of the diagonals of cuboid. How to find BH? First I will find CH the way we have found out for cube. This is L and this is B, and the angle here is 90 degrees as it is a rectangle. In rectangle each angle is 90 degrees. So using Pythagoras theorem, side square plus side square is equals to hypotenuse square, so that it gives you under root L square plus B square, under root L square plus B square. Now GH is perpendicular to BZ. GH is perpendicular to BZ. So here it will be H, and this is root over L square plus B square. Using Pythagoras theorem, BH square is equals to HG square plus BZ square. Therefore square of HG is L square plus B square, BZ square is H square. Transposing the square to other side, BH is equals to under root L square plus B square plus H square. So we have discussed LSE of cuboid, TSE of cuboid, and volume of cuboid, and diagonal of the cuboid. Let's see one more prism. So right circular cylinder. It has 3 surfaces, in which 2 are plane surfaces and the other is curved surface. In which 2 are plane surfaces and the third one is curved surface. 2 plane surfaces, one curved surface. First, let's what is the base of this cylinder? Both base and top are nothing but circles. Both base and top are nothing but circles. So the circle radius is R and the height is H. So there, even though there are many kinds of cylinders, in this we are going to use only right circular cylinders. So what do you mean by right circular cylinder? Right means making 90 degrees. Here we have a axis of symmetry. This axis of symmetry is perpendicular to the base. This axis of symmetry is perpendicular to the base. That's why we use right and circular, where we use circle. So right circular means the axis of symmetry or the perpendicular lines or the lines or the vertical lines will make 90 degrees with the base. Now coming to curved surface area. So what I do is, I have a paper which is of cylindrical. The bottom is a circle and top is also a circle. So what I am going to do is, I'll cut it. I'll cut it. If I cut it, it will open like this, right? It will open like this. So if I cut it, it will open as a rectangle. The height is nothing but breadth here. The height is nothing but breadth here. Then what it is going to be the length? Length is nothing but circumference of cylinder base. What is the base here? Circle. If I cut it here, whatever the circumference I have, it is going to be opened like this. That means the length is nothing but circumference of circle. So what is the circumference of circle? Which is nothing but 2 pi r. So area of this rectangle is nothing but CSA of the cylinder. So CSA of cylinder is length into breadth, 2 pi r into h, 2 pi r h square units. Then second is total surface area. So total surface area means wherever surface is there, that surface area should be, added. Here how many surfaces are there? 3 surfaces are there. One curved surface and 2 plane surfaces. Already curved surface area we have calculated, 2 pi r h, and 2 plane surfaces are there. One is at the bottom, circle, and the other is also at the top, which is also a circle. So 2 circle areas. So 2 into area of circle. What is the area of circle? Pi r square. So in both we can take 2 pi r common. If I take 2 pi r common, h plus r square units. 2 pi r into h plus r square units. The third one is volume of cylinder. So for any figure, volume means area of the base into height. So here area of the base is nothing but area of circle into height is nothing but h. What is area of circle? Pi r square into h, pi r square h cubic units. Already we have seen cube, cuboid and cylinder. These are the prisms we are going to use in 10th class syllabus. Now we are going to see pyramids. Next our topic is pyramid. In this pyramid, what do you mean by pyramid first? Pyramid is a closed figure formed by polyhedras. If the base is a triangle, we call it as tetrahedron. If the base is a rectangle, we call it as rectangular pyramid. If the base is a circle, we call it as cone, in which side faces are triangles. Now when it comes to 10th class syllabus, we have only cone. So in cone, what is the lateral surface area of pyramid first? Lateral surface area of pyramid, which is nothing but half of perimeter of base into slant height. So what is slant height here? So all these line segments are called as slant heights. Slant height, and it is denoted with L. And h is nothing but height, r is nothing but radius of the base. So LSE of cone is half of perimeter of base. What is the base here? Circle. Circle perimeter is 2 pi r. Slant height is L. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So pi r L square units. And the second is total surface area of cone. What is the total surface area of cone? How many surfaces are there here? 2 surfaces. One curved surface and at the bottom one plane surface. So one curved surface area already we have here. CSA of cone plus base area. So what is the base here? base is a circle. Therefore, CSE of cone is pi RL plus base area is pi R square. If I take pi R common, pi R into L plus R, pi R into L plus R square units. Next, the third is volume. So, volume of pyramid is 1/3 of area of base into height. So, 1/3 into what is area of base? Pi R square into h. Therefore, 1/3 pi R square h cubic units. So, LSE of CSE or LSE of cone is pi RL square units. TSE of cone is pi R into L plus R square units. Next, volume of cone is 1/3 pi R square h cubic units. So, this is how we find out the LSA, TSA and volume. And if you see one more thing, does it form a right angle triangle or not? We call them as a right circular cone because the axis is perpendicular to the base. The axis is perpendicular to the base. Therefore, H and R are perpendicular to each other. Therefore, it forms a right circular, it forms a right triangle. According to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equals to side square plus side square. L square is equals to H square plus R square. L is equals to under root H square plus R square. And this point is called as vertex or apex. Means top. Apex means top. Top of the mountain. Apex. Apex means top. So here sometimes they will give you, instead of giving H, R, L, one of the dimension they will give you, and they will give you one of the angle. They will give you the vertical angle, or they will say semi-vertical angle. Semi-vertical angle means only this angle, theta by 2. This axis divides the cone into two equal halves. So, if this vertical angle is theta, this angle will be theta by 2. So, as it is a right angle triangle, can we use trigonometry? Using trigonometric ratios, we see tan theta by 2 is equal to R by H. Tan theta by 2 is equal to R by H. See this, I will write those relations here. I will name this as some B. In triangle ABC, as it is a right angle triangle, for example, if they give you L, they gave you only L. If you want to find R or H, see, if I use sin theta by 2, for theta by 2 opposite side is R, hypotenuse is L. So, they will be giving you some theta, they will give you some 120 degrees. Theta by 2 will be sin 60 degrees. Sin 60 degrees is equal to some L, they have given 13. 13 by, sorry, L they have given 13. R we need to find out. What is sin 60 degrees? Root 3 by 2 into 13 is equals to R. We got R or not? That means, if they give you semi-vertical angle and one of the dimension, we need to use the trigonometric ratios to find the other dimensions. So we have found out the LSA, we have found out the TSA, and we have found out the volume, and we have identified the relation between slant height, altitude and radius. And if semi-vertical angle is given and one of the other dimensions are given, how to find out? For example, they have given semi-vertical angle and height, how to find the radius? Tan theta by 2 is equals to opposite by adjacent, R by H. So, these relations are to be used to find the other dimensions, to find the lateral surface area, so total surface area and volume. Now, we are going to see sphere and hemisphere. So, sphere is a closed figure. It is a three-dimensional figure of a circle. So, whatever may be the direction you see, it looks like a circle. Whatever may be the direction you see, it looks like a circle. So, only one surface is there. Only one surface is there. That's why whether it is lateral surface area or curved surface area, total surface area, all these are same. So total surface area of sphere or curved surface area of sphere, both are same, both are nothing but 4 pi r square. 4 pi r square. And volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now, if I divide the sphere into two equal parts, we get hemisphere. Each part we call it as hemisphere or semisphere. Hemisphere or semisphere, which is nothing but, it will be like this. So it has two surfaces, one curved surface and one plane surface. When it has two surfaces, curved surface area and total surface area will be different. Whereas here only one surface is there, therefore curved surface area and total surface area are equal. So what is the curved surface area here? CSA of hemisphere is half of the surface area of the sphere. Sphere surface area is 4 pi r square. Hemisphere will be 4 pi r square by 2 pi r square. Next, total surface area of hemisphere. Total surface area of hemisphere. See, one curved part is there and at the bottom there is a circle. So curved portion is already, we know that 2 pi r square plus base area. What is the base area? Circle area. What is the area of circle? Pi r square. Therefore 2 pi r square plus pi r square, 3 pi r square. Next is volume. If you consider this sphere as 1 liter bottle, half of the liter bottle means half liter. The same way, sphere volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. It's half of the sphere means half of 4 by 3 pi r cube. 2 ones, 2 twos. So 2 by 3 pi r cube. So we have seen CSA of hemisphere, TSA of hemisphere and volume of hemisphere. So with this we have completed all the solids. Let's see one of the important solid. So we are going to see hollow cylinder. So before going to see hollow cylinder, concentric circles. Concentric circles. Circles with same center but different in radius. See, if this radius is r and this radius is capital R, this is inner circle and this is outer circle. If at all you want to find this area, how to find the area of this? You can call it as a ring or tire or path around the circular park, whatever it is. How to find this area? Area of the outer circle minus area of the inner circle. See, from the entire circle, if I remove the inner circle, I will get this shaded part or not? From the entire circle, I am going to remove the inner area so that we get the shaded area. Therefore, area of ring we call it as, area of ring is area of outer circle minus area of inner circle. So what is the area of the outer circle? Pi into capital R square minus, what is the area of the inner circle? Pi into small r square. Therefore pi into capital R square minus small r square, square units. because it will help you out to find the area of the hollow cylinder. So hollow cylinder, let's see this. Okay. So hollow cylinder, this part will be of metal or whatever it is. This part will be hollow. How to find the inner surface area of a hollow cylinder or outer surface area of a hollow cylinder, and how to find the volume of the hollow cylinder? First, inner curved surface area. As it is in the shape of the cylinder, it is nothing but CSF cylinder. Already we have seen CSF cylinder. Inner curved surface area of cylinder is 2 pi into small r h square units. Because inner radius is small r and this is h, height or length we can call it as. I have denoted as h. That's why I have written 2 pi r h square units. And the next one is outer curved surface area. How to find the outer curved surface area? Outer surface is also a cylinder. Outer surface area is also cylinder with radius capital R and height capital height h. Therefore 2 pi capital R h square units. And the third one is total surface area or TSA. How to find the TSA? TSA means wherever surface is there, that should be added. So here, how many surfaces are there? One inner curved surface area. If I keep my hand inside, I can feel a surface. So that inner surface is there and outer surface is there and top area as well as bottom area. Or you can call it as left area and right area. So inner curved surface area, already we have 2 pi r h plus outer curved surface area 2 pi capital R h plus, see here I can see a ring. Already we have discussed what is the area of ring, pi into capital R square minus small r square. As we have two rings at the bottom as well as at the top, 2 into pi capital R square minus small r square. In these two I can take 2 pi h common, therefore capital R plus small r plus, using a square minus b square formula I can write this as capital R minus small r into capital R plus small r. Taking 2 pi into capital R plus small r common, I can write this as capital R minus small r plus h square units. So this is the total surface area of the hollow cylinder. Next comes volume of hollow cylinder. So volume means area of the base into height. So what is the area of the base? Base is nothing but ring here, right? So what is the ring area? Pi into capital R square minus small r square into height is h. Therefore pi into capital R square minus small r square into h. So this is how we find the hollow cylinder, inner curved surface area, outer curved surface area and total surface area and then volume. So we have seen all the solids with their formulas and we are going to see how do we use them in the questions and how do you make use of all these formulas in the questions. We are going to see in the next session.